All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, Double Honor Sales, Apostle Great Millstone, Tommy Truth and Ruel. Peace, blessing and salutation to Icon out there, scattered abroad through four corners of the earth, that's serving the truth, our true sincerity. To I say Shalom. This is Bill Nabala, come to another video in the spirit. And the top of this video is going to be about how these women are full of pride. And what sparked this video topic was I was watching a video that a brother did. And it was basically Jake out there, who know they're Israelites. They was out there not hosting camp, but they was just having dialogue with Eve. So like through having dialogue with Eve, you got to see really, which we already know, but you really got to see the mindset of the so-called black women. Okay, they're full of pride. You can see how they just don't have wisdom. Wisdom doesn't dwell with them like it dwells with men. Okay, because the things that they were saying and the things that they believe in is doesn't really make any sense. One of the things they were saying, they was, of course, the brothers was trying to tell them about how, we're not black, we different shades of brown, and telling them the exact meaning, what black means. But, of course, they want to twist it and make it mean what they want it to mean, whatever. And then, he was talking to this one lady, and he was just trying to give her the game, as you could say, but she said that she's a very sleep individual, that she's, she believe what she believe and she feel how she feel, and ain't nothing gonna change that, that she's stuck in her ways. So then the dude asked her, said, cause basically he said, if I was to tell you, not to eat, this is an example he was giving, like not to eat, to follow basically the law, statutes, commandments, and I was tell you that you have to stop eating pork to do it. She said, no. She said God Himself would have to tell me, and that's the pedestal that these women like to put some stuff on. Like they're so high and mighty that only that the Lord has to deal with them themselves for them to get their act together, which we all know that the Lord deals with the man, and the man is over the woman. So the Lord deals with you women through us, by having us be in order so we can get you in order. And then he gave another example of saying, well, if you had a God-fearing man, the example he used, a God-fearing man who followed the law, statutes, commandments, and he told you basically that you couldn't do certain stuff, but you do it. She said, yeah. She said, at least not around him, So these, like, man, they just are delusional, and are all over the place. That's why they need a man, and that's why when things get bad, okay, and the Lord cease their pride, they're gonna need a man, and they're gonna be seeking a man, and not just any man. They're gonna be seeking a man of the Lord, because that's how you be protected, and Lord willing that we be those men that you can be saved, because you only can be saved through a elect member, and Lord willing we be of the elect. But as of right now, these women are full of pride, and they're not trying to be humble. They're not trying to come up under a man, because they have been given this society in this world where they basically been told that they don't need a man, And I'm going to grab this scripture. This is Jeremiah 31:22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord had created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And when that word compass means go around, means that they don't necessarily have to. They don't necessarily need a man, to have certain things or to get certain things. They can go around of needing a man to get things done, because what this especially here in America, they have basically gave all these women these benefits and these rights. Okay, and I was watching this video. I forgot um the original basis of the video, but it was basically saying that if a woman have Section 8 welfare, can put you on child support, then they don't food stamps. They don't need a man. What would they need a man for? Because they're able to get all their benefits from E. And E designed that perfectly so for this to happen, to take the man out of the household. Because when a man is in power and is in order and has his woman in order and has his house in order, then the Israelite community is very strong, and E knows that. So for E to break that up, he took the man out of the household, you know, so it can have a trickle effect, because if the man's out of the household, then who's basically running that household where the kids are, and that's the woman. And then, women say they don't need a man, but if they don't need a man, why do they constantly have them in rotation? Yeah, of course they're out here playing a harlot, but because they be wanting a man, Yeah, they want to be out here and have fun, and live in pleasure, and stuff like that. But also someone will be wanting a man, and a man don't want to deal with what they got going on, so then they leave, and then it's on to the next, and then they leave, and it's on to the next. So a woman desire is to have a man, but that's the only problem is they don't want to come up under a man. They want to have a man and still want to do things the way they want to do it, and still want to so-called run things, but that's not how it was set up. It was set up for us to be the head, for us to be in control. And that's one thing the brother was saying in the video. He was saying, like, we're supposed to be the ones in control, and he was trying to, like, not say that, because soon as the NW hear control, then they instantly start bucking up, like, we ain't nobody about to control me. But they don't and like the brother who did the video, what's wrong with being in control? Because they look at being in control as being like as a negative thing, I should say, which is not a negative thing. It's a positive thing, because it helps keeps you in order. When you have something in control, it's keeping you in order. They think of it as like 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 as a person has control over, they pet, like has you on a leash, this, that, and the third. It's not to that magnitude, but it is to have you in order. We have to have control over our household so we can make sure it's in order. Because if we don't have control of our household and it's all out of order, then that's how you allow certain things to happen, and things to be able to creep in to your household, and now it's fucking stuff up. So I'm gonna grab just a couple scriptures. I'm gonna go to Job 39:17. It says, because Yahweh hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. Yeah, how about Shemel Shah has deprived the woman of wisdom and not imparted to her understanding. Okay, they just certain stuff they just don't get, and their thought process about things just doesn't really make sense. Okay, that's why they need a man. That's why in the old times, a woman was living with the father until the father found a husband for the woman, and then she'll stop living with her father and go live with the man. Okay, because the father's duty is to what? To look after his daughter, keep her in straightly, have her in order until he finds someone who's going to basically take on those responsibilities, because women don't have what's one thing that women do wrong is their choice in men. Okay, they don't know how to pick a man, because they get blinded by what their eyes can see. Okay, one of the scriptures that we follow we don't really apply this to women, but we apply this to just a daily basis is try the spirit by the spirit. Okay? You know, we try the spirit when we out here teaching, we try the spirit when someone comes up to us, you know, if the spirit is on brothers to deal, or we just even just there just examining, we're seeing the spirit on these people, to see what type of energy they coming with. And that's something we also do, when dealing with women. You see what type of spirit is on a woman, so you know if she wants to deal with her. Women don't do that. They don't have the intellect to do that, because they get blinded by the outside appearance of, oh, he looks good physically, oh, he got money, oh, he got this, he got that, and they'll fall into that, and then they get caught up in a situation which is not good for them, because they don't they don't fully sit down and think about or go in depth about stuff. They just act off emotions, because what, they're the weaker vessel. You got scriptures and history showing how woman basically being a weaker vessel. You got Adam and Eve, you got Lot and his wife, you know you got multiple accounts in the scripture showing how women have been the weaker vessel. So we have those things to learn from. So I'm gonna come over here and just I'm gonna grab this real quick just to back up the point. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna grab it and this is 1 Corinthians 11. And I'm gonna start at 2. It says, "Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and keep the ordinance as I delivered them to you. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach, and the head of woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is Yahweh." So there you go. So that's the order that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua has set up. Okay. The head of Mashiach is the Heavenly Father. The head of Yahushua is Yahweh. And the head of us men is Yahweh Shai. So we have an order that we have to follow. So what make you think that you don't? These women that you don't have to. And if this was still going up to this day, it would be this alone will make everything a lot better. Okay? If the Israelite woman was to come up under a man and be obedient, like the scriptures, and do what the scriptures have taught them to do as far as being a woman to a man, everything would be a lot better just off of just this alone. But this part of the curse is for us to have to go through what we're going through, and you see what it has brought forth. So I'm gonna come over here. It's 1 Timothy 5:6. It says, "But she that liveth in pleasure is there while she liveth," and that's the mindset of our woman. They want to live in pleasure. They want to go out and party. They want to go, go play the harlot. Want to mess around and all that stuff. But she's there while she living. And then women, they go out here and they have their fun, but then say when they get pregnant or have a kid, or they didn't got up there in age, what they want to do, they want to so-called settle down, or they want to they want to try to get right. What always do? They end up throughout the line, women have had, when they eyes, they want to consider a good man or a good one, they didn't let get away, so as they go throughout that time, doing what they doing, having they fun, then when they really sit down to think about it, they think about that one good person who was all right, treated them, good, what was a good dude. They want to always try to circle back. you know. But ain't no dude going to deal with you after that, you know, especially if a dude done heard things because, man, we're in the informational era where things get around. It's a small world. Everybody knows somebody. And then these women, they mess around with someone who's damn near close to you, or that word can get back to you, you know, because what, they out here just living in pleasure. So let me grab this. Oh, let me get out here. I gotta go to the Apocrypha. It's Sirach 26:12. It says, "She will open her mouth as a thirsty travailer when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow." And that's the analogy that the Lord is using, you know, explaining how these women carry themselves, okay? If they're not out here being held in straightly, because I believe you go up to the 10th verse, it says, "If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straightly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty." Yeah. So if she's not being kept in straightly, you know, basically being kept in line and held in order and being basically watched over, you know, by the Father, you know, she out here has liberty, then that's what she's going to do. Okay, what 12 says, you know, you can discern what that is talking about. You know, they gonna go out here and, like brothers say, ride the sea carousel. You know, and and you see that a lot. You know, especially in the Israelite community, especially with the NW. Okay, they just want to go out here and party, drink, get drunk, whatever it is they do. You know, and something happened that night, and sometimes they remember and sometimes they don't, you know. And then, you know, after so much of doing that, you know, they get to the point where they kind of, you know, they get low on themselves. You know, they get low on themselves. They don't like to, they don't want to live themselves. They can't even look at themselves because they remember some of the things that they have done, you know. And then say the word get out, now people know about you, you know. So now you embarrassed. So now you trying to cope with that, and the only way you cope with it is by going out here just getting drunk and just, you know, hooking up with random, you know, because that's the little short term pleasure that you get to kind of make you feel good, and you just adding bodies on bodies. And then, like I said, you get older, then you want to get right and find a man. No man want to deal with you after that. You know, especially if you had a good one. You know, what does the scripture say about that? Let me grab that real quick. This is Jeremiah 3:1. It says, "They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord." So this is you know, this is talking about Israel. You know, this is what we did, you know, to the Lord. But also you can use this against you use this analogy of a woman too. You know, we the you know, we you know, the Lord stopped dealing with us. You know, the Lord allowed us to go through what we went through. You know, we end up being, you know, polluted. But also, that's the woman has done this as well. You know, if a woman has had a good man or whatever, and she has done something, and the man let her go, or even such as said the woman just want to leave her own. You can't. Ain't no returning back to that man. That land is greatly polluted, man. You know, and what it means by that is when you go out here from man to man, you know, and you allow them fluids to get up in you, that's polluting you, you know. And we understand that that's a spiritual thing because you taking on that other man's spirit inside of you. So that's why these women be crazy and be bugging out because they got so many spirits fighting up inside of them. That's why you only supposed to have one man, and you're supposed to be with that man until that man dies, and then you marry another. You don't go out here when the one man die. You don't go out here and just, have your fun. No. This is Proverbs 30:20. It says, "Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipe her mouth, saith, I have done no wickedness." And that's what they believe. They out here and say, "What have I done? What's so bad about what I'm doing?" Or they try to justify it. I was young, or I was just having my fun. That's wicked. That's wicked in the eyes of the Lord, man. Because that's not how the Lord set things up to be. Everything that's going on in this world is completely out of order. That's why the Lord has to do a great reset. Okay? And that great reset comes with basically destroying this place and creating a new one. Where righteousness is going to dwell, which is going to be New Jerusalem, man. So let me come here and grab these last couple of precepts and I'm going to close out. This is Isaiah 32:9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for their teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine." Yeah. It says, rise up, you women that are at ease, because right now the women are at ease, but it says many days and years shall you be troubled. Okay. So the time of trouble is at hand, and all the benefits and all the good things you receive from this place are not going to be around to help you no more. Okay. That's why I said they're gonna lament for the teats. They're gonna be weeping, crying, hoping, but it's not gonna be no hope. The only way that you're gonna have any type of resting place if you find you a man of the Lord. That's what Isaiah 4:1 says. That says 7 women shall take hold of one man. Women want to get mad about the polygamy stuff on this side, but they get mad about it for the wrong reason. But in that day, they're not gonna care about that. If you're a man of the Lord and they see that the Lord is dealing with you, and that you out here being protected, then what? They gonna seek that protection too, and they gonna try to come up under that. But us, when all things are going on, the Lord is going to change our spirit. The Lord is going to put a more austere spirit on us because the Lord is an austere man. So he's going to change our spirit, not because just for y'all, it's because of how everything is going on. He's going to have to he's going to have to give us a spirit to be able to endure those things that we're going to see, and to keep us in line. That's why we're what does it say? Wisdom not should be stability at our times, Isaiah 33:6. That's why we're taking this time to build ourselves up. But also the Lord is going to give us a spirit to be able to deal with those things as well. So if we're going to be having to keep our shit straight, we ain't going to have time to be dealing with no out of line woman, The Lord might be the spirit for brothers not to even want to deal with women at that time because we still trying to finish our mission because the mission is not completed until Yahweh Bashim Yahushua beams us up out of here. Yahweh Zazawi be part of those men. So that's what's coming to you women, man. The Lord is gonna cause the spirit that y'all in right now, to cease. So this is just another warning against you women because it's a few sisters out there, that's sincere, but it's very few. It's not many, But they say all the time, a lot of women say they're in the truth. They're not really in the truth, But in that time, what they say, that our people should be winning. They have our power, So, hey, man. like that. And that's what our brothers always say. Right now, it's time out trying to deal with women. Just focus on this truth. Focus on this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And when it's time for that, the Lord will give you that. But until then, just keep our eyes single, like the scriptures say. So that's pretty much it. Lord willing, this video is edifying. I'm gonna give praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Kakadash. Shalom.